Hey there, stampers and crafters. My name is Tami White from stampwithtami.com. And today I'm going to show you how to make this really stinking cute holiday card. It's actually got bells on it. I'll show it to you up close in just a second. It's fantastic and I think you're really going to love it. It's really super easy to make and it's great fun for the holidays. All right, let's get started. Here is our adorable card up close. So stinking cute. You got to see these little bells. They are just adorable. So the stamp sets that we'll be using today to make this card are the Sweet Home, Santa's Sleigh, and Jar of Cheer from the Stampin' Up Holiday Catalog from 2016. Just a note, my friend Liz designed this card for me, and she used the Wrapped in Warmth stamp set for this. I don't have it available, so I'm going to substitute from the Jar of Cheer this Wishing You a Season of Cheer. I will have a free PDF on my blog of all of the products that I'm using today, including measurements for the card, and you can purchase all of these products in my online store. And you can get the free PDF simply by going to my blog at this URL or clicking in the link in the YouTube description below. So we'll start with our stamping. I've got crumb cake, cherry cobbler, and garden green for our colors today, and the exact same color ink pads and cardstock. Everything will coordinate beautifully. And we'll start with the words. I'm using this from the Jar of Cheer stamp set, just stamping them in the cherry cobbler ink. This is Wishing You a Season of Cheer. I'm going to put that in the lower right-hand corner. And that's in cherry cobbler. And then for the house, I'm just going to pull in some scrap paper here. I'm going to stamp that in crumb cake, but I don't want the full-on color. So I'm going to stamp it off on the scrap paper. And then stamp it on the bottom edge of the vanilla cardstock panel. And now we're going to be like Bob the Builder here. Oh, almost forgot our basic black ink pad. We want that for the door and the roof. So we'll ink up our door and stamp that right on the house. If only Real Home Improvement was this easy. And then we've got our little roof. And I love these photopolymer stamps are clear so we can line up perfectly. And last up, I'm going to take the wreath. This cute little wreath comes from the Santa's Sleigh stamp set. We'll be using the matching framlits to cut it out. We're stamping garden green ink on garden green cardstock, so it's tone on tone. Okay, next up we're going to bring in the Big Shot die cut machine, magnetic platform, and one die on top of that. We'll go ahead and cut out our wreath with the matching framelit. These are the Santa's Sleigh framelits that match that stamp set. And we're just going to take the wreath die. There we go. We're going to line up the two pieces, the inside and the outside. Put a cutting pad on top and crank that through. And that is just flippin' adorbs, isn't it? Okay, we are swapping out the magnetic platform for the original platform that comes with your Big Shot. We'll be taking the Softly Falling Impressions folder. Love this folder. Okay, so I put it up maybe about, I don't think it's quite an inch, but you know, about like that. Sandwich between two cutting pads. And run it through. And then when you take it out, you have little snowfall all over, and it's so pretty. All right, next up we're going to sew some bells on. You want your paper piercing pad and the paper piercer. And what I'm going to do is poke a hole in the peak of the roof on each of the corners of the house. One in the middle, 2, 3, 4 on this side, and then on the left side we need 4. Let's see, we go 1, 2, 3, 4. Nope, I need one more there. 5 on that side, 4 on this side. So 1 in the middle. There we go. They don't have to be even. It really kind of adds to it that they're not in this particular card. So next up, taking some of this cherry cobbler baker's twine. Very fun. This comes from the baker's twine pack in the holiday catalog. So I'm going to take a little string of that, cut it off, and then you're going to need a sewing needle. I got these for $1 at Walmart because I have no idea how to sew, and they worked. They did the trick. Just go ahead and thread that through your needle. I'm going to do a little sewing, easy sewing. So we're going to want to take the mini Jingle Bell pack. These are super fun. And you're going to start with the first hole and just poke that needle right through and then pull it all the way through. And then I actually took a little tape and just taped it down the back. You can tie a knot, or so I'm just going to take a little tape to hold that down there. So now once I'm through, I'm going to take one of these little silver bells, or the red ones. Either one of them are super cute. And just pop that on there and string it through to the house. And then we're going to go in and then pop back out the next hole. And do the same thing. String another, every time you come out, string another bell. Just string that right on there. And then continue on exactly the same way all the way across the roof. So down and up. And when you come up, string a bell. And when you're done, you've got these adorable jingle bells on the top. And then I'm just going to go ahead and tape the end there, just like I did the other side, just to hold that steady. And next up, I'm going to do a little bit of assembly. I'm going to take some snail adhesive to attach our card panels to the card base. We'll use some mini glue dots to attach the wreath. It's just so adorable, isn't it? And then for the last step, these are 2 pieces of the cherry cobbler baker's twine, and I'm just going to tie them in a bow. I'm going to just adjust it a little bit so it's nice and tight. Trim off our ends. And a mini glue dot. We'll stick that to our card right on top of our wreath. It's so adorbs, isn't it? And our card is complete. Gotta love these mini jingle bells. So stinking cute. And here is Liz's original using the wrapped in warmth words. So don't forget, there's a free PDF for this project on my stampwithtami.com blog at this URL. And be sure to sign up for my newsletter while you're there as well, because I send out free card tutorials every Tuesday. Thanks for joining me today.